What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. My name is Sports Monkey, and as you can tell, I do not have my webcam up. I have been dealing with some technical internet difficulties. Anyways, let's carry on. We're back at Springfield for another tutorial. What we're going to do is we're going to build up the leisure district over in this general direction. So what I want to do is actually build this up. So the first thing we want to do when building leisure is to go to the painting district tools, and we're going to paint the district over here. And we're going to fill it in. I know we're overlaying the college, but guess what? The college did not need to be that big. So that's all right. Now, since this is going to be leisure, I do want to add, I know this isn't going to be necessarily tourism per se, but we're going to add ferries or a harbor. So we can have incoming ships. Now, can we could actually build out a little plateau if we wanted to, which that might be a good idea. So, we will get to that later. How about we first start building up the leisure district, and then we'll go from there. So, once we have our district, we want to make sure that we are making sure it is the leisure district, which is perfect. And we do, what I do want to do is cut this off so I don't actually get in the way of the school. There we go. I didn't want any of those buildings to change over to leisure. So, now that we have the leisure district in place, let's start building it. So we're going to kind of go vertical. We're going to make a square, basically. Not a perfect square, but a square. So, now we have a perfect square. Now, what we want to do is, obviously, we want to add the leisure buildings. Duh, that makes sense. So, let's look at our unique buildings, and you can go to, if you click over, you could see tourism and leisure. So, I believe we do not have a casino. So, what we could do is actually kind of build everything around the casino in the middle. That is kind of... So I want to put something in front of the casino. So we'll put this in. You know what? No, we're going to go straight across here so we don't add another. Now, how wide is this casino? It's a pretty wide building. There's that. I don't know if I measured that correctly. I was just guessing, but that will work perfect. So, that our casino is going to be the centerpiece to this whole leisure district. Now, what other things can we build? We can build this. So, what is this? Sorry, I know it's a park. A fantastic fountain. So, we'll put that there too. Now, I kind of don't like how the fantastic fountain does not necessarily line up perfect with our casino. But let's see if I can move this over. That looks much better. That's more centered. So what we're going to do is we're also going to add some, there we go, low density commercial and fill that in over there. Now, what other buildings can we put that can add to leisure? So we do have a smaller zoo. Actually, that kind of fits really perfect. All right, let's add that. That fits really nicely, actually. Then we do have a drive. I believe the driving range already exists. And then I do want to add a luxury hotel. Now, I kind of want to put that on the water, but that doesn't really fit. But let's kind of, you know what? Can we put, I'm going to try to fit this. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we are going to try to fit this right next to the casino. Kind of connect them together. If it doesn't work, that's all right. Well, we're off by like one square. That's okay. I'm going to put this over here. Perfect. I know that they don't have electricity yet, so that's okay. But we still do want to build around these things. Perfect. And now, so these are all of our leisure buildings that people will actually, you know, as you can tell, it says tourism and leisure at the bottom, so you can clearly tell that they are leisure. I know that's common sense, but, you know, it's just, I'm just letting you know that this is the types of buildings that you want in your leisure district. At a football stadium. along the highway. That's actually, I have seen actually in the United States, there are actually stadiums that are along the highway. So that is actually not an inaccurate thing that I just did. I know that seems a little weird, but that actually in real life, at least in the United States, that actually does happen. Which it does kind of look weird. I will be 100% honest with you, it does look kind of weird. But yeah, I've definitely seen stadiums coming off the highway. And so what we want to do is also add transportation over here. And I still do have to fill in. Let me fill in over here first. As you can tell, it's low density commercial because we're not in our city center really. So it's not like we need high rises coming out of we don't need a high density towers over here because again, our city center, well, we're really in the suburbs, but our city center is over there. And we did go through a little bit of a death wave. That's why you see all those buildings that are kind of empty. But anyways, so let's hit play on that. So what we want to do is get some services over here. And let's see. Don't want helicopter. Okay, we have the train nearby, so we can utilize the train. And is there... Oh, there's our metro station. So what I want to do is actually put a metro there and probably like a metro here. Now let's add those lines underground rather. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we're going to try it. There's that, and then we need to connect it over here. And then it all needs to go over in this direction. There we go. So we do have it connected up. Let's see if we could add lines to it. This is going to be very tricky. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how well that's going to work, but that's all right. If we have to have individual lines, that's fine. We'll have them go over here. And then we'll just have it go to the hub. And then we'll have it go back. I know that seems a little silly, but as long as it gets to the hub, that's all that really matters, honestly. And then what I'm going to do is go over here. See if we can... Perfect. And we can get people coming in from over this way, and then it goes to the hub. And then we're just going to go right back. So it's not going to be anything too crazy line-wise, but it'll work out really well. Perfect. So we have some metro train lines. Now let's get some buses around here. I do know I have to add more tourism buildings. So don't freak out. And if you guys are watching, please make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. I do post daily videos, except honestly, yesterday, major internet issues, and it was kind of a mess. So I do want to add this to our hub. Let me find that hub. I'm holding A right now, so this is kind of... There we go. There you go. So, yeah, so I was dealing with some major internet issues, and it was kind of a major pain. So, just letting you guys know that. If you guys do have Spectrum internet, I hate them. I know that sounds mean and terrible, but my internet died on me a couple times. I tried to actually post a video, and which I ended up not posting, but you know, it was just so annoying. It was just awful. Honestly, it was just... My internet just kept fading in and out. Like, I'd have service for a couple minutes, then I'll lose it, and it just became a headache, and I was just like, alright, I give up. I didn't really give up, per se, but, I honestly just called Spectrum, and they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's definitely something wrong with it. Anyways, whatever. For the time being, it is what it is, and I'm back for today. There you go. Perfect. So what I just added was the high interest tower. So this should be real. I do like this little area so far. It does look nice. And I hope it does fill in quicker. And now I do want to add some of our residential. Oh, that's over here. And I do want to curve it. And I don't know why it just went below ground, but that's alright. So I want to keep this over here. Oh, this is on a hill. This is going to be very difficult. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll try it anyways. We'll just have it spread out like this, which just seems to be working okay. Kind of, we'll call this, these are kind of like little fingers or little tentacles coming out. You know, the problem is watch, if I go down here, oh, it filled in. Wow, it actually filled in. Oh, okay. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a little shocked that it actually filled in. There you go. Now let's make sure we have water over here. And by the way, guys, if you can tell, I have about $10 million. Everything I've showed you for this tutorial has worked out fantastic. We are making a ton of money, and we have a ton of money. So just letting you guys know that all these tips and tricks have actually been working. Don't feel like, you know, don't judge, or not judge, but just realize that these tips and tricks do work, and you know, just giving you guys that heads up that it does work for the Xbox consoles. If it works for the Xbox consoles, also I'm assuming it works for PC, even though the gameplay is a little different. Anyways, so we want to add more suburbs. So usually I don't do this, but well, no, I'll just large brush it. Put a large brush over there. Oh, look at all that small housing that I kind of screwed up, but that's alright. There you go. Now, I am going to add a bus line, I believe, from our suburbs to our lovely... Yeah, let's just add one over here, and then we'll just bring it over there. Yeah, that works. Even I'm going to start in our little... This is our mini transportation hub. There's blimps. There's the helicopters. Why didn't that when I pressed A? Why didn't that work? I don't want a drag line. I want to create a line. This is awesome, honestly. Like, this city has really turned out pretty well. I do know I added that new tutorial. Please, if you guys haven't checked that out and you're new to this, watching this channel, check that out. It will definitely help you figure out how to actually start your city successfully, which I would say this city has started out really excellent, so there's no issues at all. We're at 77,000. I know we're losing people at the moment, but there might be a little death wave going, but that happens. We're playing City Skylines. Death waves do happen all the time. And we're almost done with this bus line. So, and anybody out there, now that I brought up my internet, but does anybody know anything about packet loss? If you do, please comment in the comment section below and ask you, how do I fix that? Packet loss for internet. I know that sounds like a weird request, but I am asking. That is one of the main issues my internet has been having. I'm actually directly plugged into my internet right now, and I'm just wondering what you guys think. You know, any suggestions on how to fix it? That'd be great. I honestly don't know the answer to it, so that's why I'm asking you guys. I do know there's a bunch of subscribers that always comment, and you know, if I can get any of your input, that would be greatly appreciated, because I know my way around computers pretty well, but not like packet loss wise. I honestly don't know. So I'm just being honest. I'm not perfect with computers. I'm sure, you know, if you guys are perfect with computers, well, congrats. But you know, if you guys can help me out with packet loss and how to fix that, that would be fantastic. So while we're waiting, we're 15 minutes in. So if you guys are done, I'm gonna build a pier. You know, we're 15 minutes in. This is our tourism district, and it looks really, really well, really good. If you want to keep watching, I'm just going to try to build a pier so we can add more cruise ships that come in from, you know, get some out-of-town guests. So if you're leaving right now, please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And if you want to keep watching, I am going to try to build a pier on land. Like, wow, 152. That's pretty good. That looks awesome.